Alright, so this is my Hourglass Air Pump or air compressor. So we have two caps taped together, slightly crazy glued together. There's a hole in the middle, so that way water can go through. So, first off, we need to transfer the water because the water's in the wrong container. Alright. So we put the cap on to the container that has water. Something I need to show you is at the bottom you will see there's a nail that's stabbed right into the bottle. And then we take this one, which is empty, which has a nozzle, right? So you see the nozzle. It's like a pen I used for that nozzle, and I taped it up to kind of seal it, kind of trying to make it airtight. So we screw it together, right? So now it kind of looks like an hourglass, right? We got water down here. Now the idea is to obviously flip it over. So we'll flip it over. Now you see not much of anything happen. Reason why is because there's no air in the top. Now I could squeeze it and get the water to go through. You see how there's a little bit of a bubble because it's trying to go through the hole. There's pressure in there. So the thing is, the idea is to release the pressure. So we use this to help me pry up. There we go. So I pried up the nail, and I pull out the nail, and you see immediately water starts going through because air's coming in, pushing down the water into the other one. Now the idea is that there's water, and there's air coming out here. I can feel the air coming out. It's a little strong, not too strong, but a little strong. The ideal would be for this container to be bigger, for these to be bigger, so that way when it comes down, or at least some have a certain level of pressure. I had an idea of like having some type of weight that comes down to push the water down more, so it comes down faster. So it pushes, so that way the air that's in here gets pushed out the nozzle faster. That way it can, produce pressure, right? The more air pressure, and then have that air pressure, right, go into another container where it'll build up, right? You'll have compressed air. So now the idea is to imagine that this is made of granite, right? This is made of granite. You got some type of like wood, type of stopper with like a hole through it in here, and then you got a hole on top of the granite with some type of way of sealing it, and then open it to, like I said, let air in, let the water, gravity bring the water down, coming into here, and then the air that's in this empty jar will shoot out through this way. Now the thing is that I want like a one-way valve. Right now it works as is, but making it a one-way valve where only air goes out, no air comes back in, will be pretty useful to have a one-way valve. But this works, currently in its current configuration. Then I just gotta take it apart and put the water back into the other bottle, and then put it back together, and then flip it upside down, and then produce air again, and then just keep doing that process over until I fill another bottle up with a lot of air, and then I have compressed air that I can use for whatever I want to use it for. And it's of course something that ancient Egyptians and ancient humans could have used to create compressed air, literally turning water into air with something similar to this. And you know, the concept of an hourglass is nothing new. They could have actually used, like, you know, an hourglass. Like, they could have made this out of glass or something. But I like the idea of using granite because it's a lot, you know, tougher material to be able to create something similar to this. Now I just gotta find some hieroglyphic proof, right, of something similar to this, where it's like, oh, okay, this could have, you know, could be that device. This could be that thing that, or at least there's something that looks like this that can be used to produce air for whatever you want to use the air for, whether it be air conditioning or whatnot. So that'll be the next part that I add to this